Right. Benjamin Sesko personal terms have gone ahead to be agreed, meaning that he has gone ahead to choose Man United over Newcastle. As I told you, I think yesterday, that Manchester United is really having an edge over Newcastle, because if Newcastle had an edge over Man United, then the bids that they went ahead obviously make higher than that of Manchester United would have gone ahead to obviously persuade the player or convince Benjamin Sesko to obviously join the club of Newcastle. But right now, it's really impossible, and the player has gone ahead to choose United over Newcastle. Smash the like button, comment and share. If you're totally watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on the stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rock and David is my name, and hope you guys are really having fun wherever you are, and let's keep going and really streaming this video and continue to subscribe, because we want to hit 22,000 subscribers, right? So that is it. Let's obviously start off with Fabrizio Romano. Yesterday night he told us that, understand, Man United is feeling from earlier today is even stronger tonight. The club believes Benjamin Sesko only wants to join Man United. Man United forwarded official contract proposal to Sesko, while also keep negotiating with RB Leipzig. So in the due course of the night, after United made a bid of 75 plus 5 million euros, he went ahead to obviously send what we call a contract proposal to Benjamin Sesko, meaning that he had given United his yes to obviously coming through and join the club. Then Jacobs Ben came up and told us that understand, Benjamin Sesko has made it clear this evening he wants to join Man United. Newcastle have today offered improved terms, and their bid to Leipzig remains the stronger of the two clubs. But there is now a growing sense of confidence within Man United that Sesko will join if the clubs reach the deal. Reach and deal. Man United's focus is now trying to reach an agreement with Leipzig, as the club believes Sesko is waiting for them. So, in the due course of the night, obviously Newcastle lost the battle and United went ahead to win the battle, and finally the player decided obviously coming through and join the club of Man United. That is the power of the brand of Man United. We might not be winning trophies, but I tell you what, we are really a force to reckon with. And as I told you, my reason that Newcastle might be a sunshine in the winter, and they are not obviously going to be that club that are really regularly going to be going up to what we call the Champions League, and obviously competing for the top 4 slots of the Champions League. But right now, I want to let you know that the club of Man United is really one of those that has that urge, and I think the project of Man United maybe is more convincing, with Christopher Vivell as the technical director playing a very huge part in bringing and convincing this player to join the club of Man United. All has gone on as planned, and they finally gone ahead to obviously get a yes for the deal of Benjamin Sesko. And Fabrizio Romano came up and told us that Man United update revealed on Tuesday night, United internally feel Benjamin Sesko wants to join, waiting for club-to-club agreement. Crucial day ahead to understand more on Sesko saga, as Newcastle bid is currently 5 million euros higher. You understand? So that's how things went ahead to pan out into the mix. And then we have a big one earlier today, that Benjamin Sesko has reached total agreement with Man United on personal terms. Contract until June 2030. Sesko wants to join United. Clear feeling revealed yesterday here. Never gave similar indications to other clubs. Club-to-club talks with RB Leipzig continue. So the personal terms have gone ahead to be agreed, and you all know what the personal terms really include. For the very long time we've gone ahead to be here talking about personal terms. Do I need really to obviously come back here and obviously have something to say about personal terms? But we might be having new subscribers that really need to know what personal terms are. Now, personal terms include the length of the contract, the wages of the player, the agent fees, you understand, the image rights, the bonuses, and also the sign-on fee for the player in there, and the agent fees. So that's what the personal terms are all about. And I think United will give Benjamin Sesko a contract of 5 years with a further option of 1 year. That's what I really think. And I'll be shocked if at all he doesn't get a minimum of 5 years as a contract at the club of Man United, because he's just 22 years of age, meaning that you can tie him at the club for a very long period of time. And I think this clause, the sell-on clause for Man United, won't obviously work out well, because United is a big club, and big clubs like those don't want to obviously have such clauses. You understand? And I think they included it for Newcastle because we all know how below Newcastle is, you know. They are below the belt when it comes to Man United. Can't compare them with the club known as Man United into the mix. So, as it stands, I want to let you know that it's never the same. You know, when United knocks on your door and teams like Arsenal, Liverpool, Chelsea, Man City, Barcelona, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich are not interested or are not in the race. If those clubs are not in the race and United is actually going to Newcastle, sure deal. It will obviously be a win for the club of Man United, and they will bolster their so-called chances to either obviously go ahead and obviously win it all, as they've gone ahead and obviously take it off from the club of Newcastle. And personal terms being agreed by the club of Man United, and Benjamin Sesko, David Austin came in through and said, United closing in on a deal to sign Benjamin Sesko from RB Leipzig. RB Leipzig accepted 82.5 million euros plus 2.5 million euros bid from Newcastle United, but Benjamin Sesko wants Man United. No club-to-club agreement yet, but talks advancing towards conclusion. So, after personal terms have gone ahead to be agreed, now what is obviously holding this deal back from completion is one, the club-to-club talks, because United made a bid of 85 plus, made a bid of 75 plus 5 million euros. You understand? And the side of RB Leipzig are really calling in for more. They are like, please get us more and more and more and more and more and more to obviously match the bid of Newcastle. But we are waiting to see what will come from those negotiations in there as far as everything is really concerned. Now, Jacobs Ben has also come along and said United advancing on reaching agreement with Leipzig to sign Benjamin Sesko. As reported last night, Sesko informed both clubs he wants Man United. Manchester United never planned on bidding without player buy-in. But late last night, Sesko made it even clearer. He only wanted a move to Old Trafford. Newcastle's bid of over 80 million euros accepted by Leipzig, but Sesko waiting for Man United. Newcastle have other targets, including Wissa, Nicholas Jackson, Oli Watkins, and Openda. Now, United have obviously gonna do what we call the Mbeumo and Matthias Cunha game again, because for them all they want is come out as you the player and indicate that all you want to do is to play for them. When you do that for the club of Man United, I tell you what, they'll be excited and they'll be like, now, let's deal with the club. Personal terms have gone ahead to be agreed, and all they wanted was Benjamin Sesko to come out and tell Newcastle that you're a good club, but there is a better option for me, and that is Man United. And I know he's going to be, I think, the first Slovenian player to play at Manchester United. And I know he's obviously going to be one of the best players in there for you, because I've always gone ahead to advocate for him, even ahead of Victor Gyökeres. You understand? Because I think for him, he has obviously gone ahead to be at RB Salzburg. Then he has been at Leipzig. And I think he can handle the pressure of a big team. And if United can really have two of those, Rasmus Højlund and Benjamin Sesko at the club, as the two forwards are really having, I tell you, we are really having a very bright future, because we are having two players who are really 22 years of age, you know, and you are having an Mbeumo who is 25, 26, a Cunha who is 25, 26. Then behind them there is a Manuel Ugarte who is, I think, 24 years of age. Then a Kobe Mainoo who is 20. And Amadi Diallo, who's I think 23. Then you can talk about Matthias de Ligt, I think he's 26 years of age. Mazara is 27, and Lisandro Martinez is also 27, I think. So that means we are really in the best way. All we need is to keep this manager here. That is it. Let him do his work. and see to it that these players obviously go ahead to obviously be behind him. And I tell you, this club will obviously go far. The only thing that has kept United from really breaking that curse is that we've gone ahead to be sacking managers all time and again. All we need is let's not let this overtake us. You understand? Let's keep the manager Ruben Amorim in here, as I've always gone ahead to say on Eric Ten Hag. Let's keep him here, and you'll thank me later. Your reactions to Sesko personal terms agreed, I welcome in the comment section below, as Sesko chooses United over Newcastle. And Newcastle, you know, you've gone ahead to be sat down by Man United. I know most of you, the Newcastle fans, are like, why did he choose Manchester United? They are not in the Premier League, they finished 15th, but it shows you how big the brand Man United is and how the people at Man United are really having a very huge plan to see to it that they really take this to the next level. So guys, I'm calling for your reactions in the comment section below. Feel free to obviously come up and really tell me what your thoughts are exactly about Benjamin Sesko coming to the club of Man United. Do you think his coming will obviously let a player, or will lead to the exit of a player known as Rasmus Højlund? All these two are obviously going to be kept at the club of Man United. Rasmus Højlund wants to prove himself at the club of Man United, and I think we need two strikers because the manager doesn't see Zexi as a striker and Cunha is not seen as a striker. All we need is a Benjamin Sesko to obviously see to it that all goes on well as planned. Because even if you really let Rasmus Højlund go, what if Benjamin Sesko really gets an injury? What are you gonna do? You understand? They say nothing. You'll obviously try to improvise, play Mbeumo there, play a player known as Cunha there, you know, which is not part of the manager's plan. So guys, thank you very much for watching through. Rokan David is the name that has been presenting to you all this, and feel free to go into the comment section and really do the needful. We out.